Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Oh yes, we got some good news. Aptera is continuing to push ahead forward and they are getting ready to come out with their P1 and P2. P1 I think is almost done, but you know what? Let's get into this baby right now. All right, welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you here. I'm glad you can join us here at Free Power. And we're actually getting into what Aptera's latest details are. They're actually talking about the battery, the PI1, the PI2, and how it's coming along. And so we're going to look at this video and let you check it out. We'll talk about it right after we check this baby out.
Hi, Aptera fans. Steve here. We've been thrilled with the progress the team has made in the past month. Let's talk about some of the big milestones we're making on our production intent vehicles, which are the vehicles used for validation and testing of the production design. Earlier this month, we shared the latest on our battery module validation. Tim Vaughn reported that our modules passed accelerated life cycle testing on the shock table at a local laboratory. And since then, we've assembled the rest of the modules and completed laser welding for PI2. Let's quickly cover the differences between PI1 and PI2. PI1 is our wire harness test mule used for fitment validation and cable measurements, while PI2 will be the first of a series of driving vehicles. Now, most of the progress that you'll see today will be for PI2, which we're excited to begin testing in real-world locations soon. Let's check out some of the work that PI1 has allowed our team to accomplish. Running cables in this BINC has allowed us to adjust the cable lengths in the real world and be sure that cables are routed how we expect them to be. Each sticker that you see in the BINC represents a device in the vehicle as the team takes components in and out, complementing fitment checks. Inside PI1, we have our air handler along with the custom air handler control board. Also inside is our B-pillar control board, and it will control and monitor things such as the door latch, the door actuators, and the knock-knock sensor. These two boards are some of the distributed circuit boards around the vehicle that control co-located devices. We do this to cut down on wire harness weight. We also cut down on the connector sizes of these boards and try to use more direct wire-to-board connections to save even more space and weight. Many of the boards also don't have traditional bulky enclosures, and they instead are going to be made with dust and waterproof coatings. Now, this is a kind of approach we take around every engineering decision to make sure that every journey can be powered by the sun. Next, let's talk about PI2. Last month, our chassis and suspension design got finalized thanks to our Italian team. This month, I'm thrilled to share that the chassis and suspension are being made right now and will be at Aptera headquarters this summer. The order is made up of multiple metal pieces, with some being CNC'd and other smaller parts being bent out of aluminum. We've already seen progress from the factory and are thrilled that these parts will be ready soon. In preparation for this exciting time, the electrical systems team is continuing low voltage and high voltage integration testing for the components used in PI2 outside the vehicle. Now, this bench validation is a critical step to ensure that engineers have full access to the devices in a controlled, safe environment.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They are getting there. Oh, yes. First, there's so much to talk about, but we are actually going to talk about the battery pack first. That's what they showed. We know that they did testing on it up to about 100,000-mile range of vibrating to see how the battery packs were going to hold up. And this is just a gorgeous picture right here. You can see that the batteries are welded and it's just one spot weld right in the middle of the connection to the battery. So what a beautiful job. And another thing I liked was here they're showing the battery packs being put together, and you can see how each pack is aligned. Of course, this one has all the batteries in it and it's ready to go. And no doubt all 6 of them are ready to go. But this was interesting as well, but this wasn't brought out in this video. It was actually brought out in the last video. And that's where the container for the battery packs for each module, that's already done as well. So Aptera, they're getting there. They are slowly but surely getting there. And what I love is they're showing us each step of the way. I mean, you can't knock a company for that. But they are continuously being transparent and helping everybody to see that they are legit. Next, let's move on to the PI1. Now, in the PI1, they got their engineers running the wire, make sure they're long enough to the actuators and circuit boards. And this is, they're just doing enough to make sure that the wires are the right length. And this is what I love right here. They got the little picture and the thing. I know there's a QR code that's going to go in here as well, so that if something needs to be replaced, it'll be easy. You just take off the cloth cover or whatever's going to be covering this, sitting in front of this, and you could just exchange that. If the like this is the door latch for the right side, if that goes bad, it'll be easy to replace. And that's another thing I love about Aptera is they're giving you the right to repair. Oh, that is so awesome how they're putting this together. This is just really nice. No company is doing this, so this is really nice for us to have that. What do you think? How do you feel about that? Of course, we know these are all just test vehicles, so right now they're just testing everything out. And so now I want to move on to the PI2. But before I do that, I just wanted to show this. Here they got their air exchanger, and it's, oh man, it just fits in beautifully. There is no gaps, no space whatsoever, and it's in there perfectly. And we know this is going to run up to the infotainment system where the vent runs around the screen, and you can adjust each side and the bottom and the top to the direction that you want it to. This is just looking so beautiful. And once again, they have all these stickers where everything is being marked, and no doubt there's going to be a QR code that goes to it as well. Nice, just very nice indeed. And so one of the things he talked about was the actual frame being put together. This is going to be made out of aluminum and also different types of steel, but also is going to have some SMC in it as well. And they said that this is going to be, he said that it's almost ready now. It should be shipped to the facility in California, and they should be getting it sometime this summer. So we could look out for that, and no doubt that that's going to be exciting news when they start putting the PI2 together, because you know they're going to do a lot of driving testing with the PI2, and that's going to be exciting. Oh yes, they're getting there. I'm telling you, they are getting there. And this is just a better view of the frame, and no doubt the battery pack is going to go right here, and that's going to sit on top of that, and it's going to help make the frame more rigid, and it's going to give extra support that it needs for the battery pack. But this is just really nice how they're coming along and they're getting this put together. So what do you think about Aptera now? There is no doubt in my mind that they aren't going to come out with this vehicle by 2025. They are slowly marching to production, and they are going to succeed. Chris Anthony and Steve Fambro, they're going to make sure that this baby is rocking and rolling by 2025, and they're going to start handing out the key cards to all those who put down $10,000 or more to get their LE edition. And oh, all those people that decided to jump on the LE, I'm happy for you. I congratulate you now, because I know you're going to be so excited when you get that key fob, and then you're going to be able to drive your Aptera around. That's just good news. But anyway, I'm just going to give a shout out to my patrons. Thank you very much, guys. You always help me out so many different ways. I do appreciate everything that you're doing, and I really like everybody that's watching my video. Thank you for helping me spread the news about Aptera. This is just one of the most exciting things that's going to happen in the auto industry, and I am just so glad that I could be a part of it. But if you're new here, hit the like, ring the bell, subscribe. And if you want an Aptera, go to my link down below and hit that link, and it'll take you right to the place where you can either get an LE or design your own vehicle the way you want, and you can become a part of the Aptera family. All right, you Apterians, you take care, and we will talk to you guys in the next video. You have a good one. Bye-bye.